So I want to finish up now using these cards. I said in the beginning of the program that you heard that I am a motivational improviser. So I'm going to end with a bit of motivational improv. I'm going to improvise a rousing motivational speech for you to finish up. I do not need a volunteer because these cards are my volunteer. What's going to happen is I am going to deliver my speech, but then periodically I'm going to just pull out a card at random. So shuffle them up a little bit. And I will have to read whatever's on that card as the next line in my speech, and then incorporate that into whatever the heck I'm talking about. Now, the only time I won't is if someone just handed it in without writing a sentence down. And to spice things up, I want a nice title for this presentation. So from this side of the room, can I get a verb other than run or walk? Any verb at all? Dance. Ooh, very nice. Dance. And from this side of the room, can I get a descriptive word, an adjective or adverb? Any kind of descriptive word. What's that? Wildly. Wild. So my presentation, my motivational speech to wrap this up, is going to be the power of wild dancing. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my presentation on wild dancing. I am so happy that you were here to join me as I finish things up by explaining the power of wild dancing. You see, what most people don't know about wild dancing is that bumper stickers, I'm on my way to work, please kill me. That's where wild dancing came from. This guy was driving in his car, and he couldn't believe it. He wanted to kill himself, but then a song came on the radio, and he started dancing around, and he just danced like a wild man. So much so that the person in the car next to him rolled down their window and said, "If it feels good, it isn't right." And the wild dancer looked at him and said, "You know, sir, you are living a bad life, because feeling good is what life is all about. Let me tell you something, sir," he said. "Things go better with Coke." Now, the guy in the car over happened to be a drug dealer. And was like, "I agree, but I'm trying to kick my habit." And the wild dancing guy said, "Well, wild dancing can help you. Life isn't fair, get used to it. If you subscribe to the philosophy that life isn't fair, get used to it, then you'll realize that, hey, Coke's not going to make it better." So the Coke snorting other guy looked at him and said, "Today is your last day." And that was the moment that the wild dancer said, "Yes, sir, you are right. I'm going to quit my job, and I'm going to go espouse the power of wild dancing to people." And with that, he stood on his car in traffic, looked at all the cars driving by, and said, "It's not about you." And that is how wild dancing started. And if you remember one and only one thing about wild dancing, remember, it is this: the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence, because the people over there are dancing on the turf. Thank you all very much.